What do we mean when we say look for guidance from that inner voice, that inner you, or what many call intuition? We're going to talk about that this morning. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Good morning, guys, and welcome back. I want to talk about that inner you, my favorite subject, that greater you, that I am, but in terms of that inner voice, in terms of communicating with this divinity within and deliberately looking for guidance, having it guide you in your decisions and your movement towards your ideal and towards what you want in your life. You know, many call it intuition. It is. It's that gut feeling. It's intuition. It's that inner you. It's that divinity, your connection with that God consciousness that's trying to communicate with you. And not even trying, is communicating with you. You're just not always listening. So how do we communicate? How do we listen for it? And how do we use it for guidance? And that's what we're going to talk about this morning. So listening to your inner voice, that I am, it's that greater you. The first thing, guys, that you have to do is you got to believe it. If you're going to sit there and say, okay, I'm going to listen for this inner voice, I don't really believe it, but let me see if it's true, you'll never hear it. You can't find what is lost. You can't look for what you don't believe in, right? You can't create what you don't believe in. You can't know what you don't believe in. So you've got to know it. You've got to believe it. And the easiest way to get there is ask a question and then wait for the answer. Test it a little bit. Your inner voice doesn't mind. Your inner voice knows and loves you anyway and is always loving you. There's no criticism. There's no judgment. It's always speaking to you. It's always guiding you and always talking to you, even when you don't think so, and always loving you, always. And so ask it a question and then say, you know, within 24 hours, put a timeline and then wait for the answer. When you get this evidence, when you start getting evidence of the inner voice speaking to you, you will believe, you will know. But take it on faith for now, guys. Remember what I told you about faith how Neville Goddard talks about it. Faith is the evidence of things unseen. Take it on faith and know it. If you're questioning it, if you're doubting it, if there's disbelief, that's coming from that smaller you. Any fear, lack, anger, frustration, envy, jealousy, all of those things are that small you that frightens you. That you normally lug around and hang around with most days, right? Even when you're feeling, quote, confident, right? Because the real confidence is knowing that you are this, you are I am, you are that being. That's the real confidence. It's a quiet knowing. It's a resolute, carefree knowing. Not even a confidence, because confidence can be shaken, as we talked about when we were talking about reality transurfing. Confidence is the opposite of not confident, of unworthy. And both of those could be shaken. And they can go either way. So it's almost false confidence. Real confidence is just a knowing. It's a calm knowing that you are it. You are that I am. You don't need any outside person or forces to tell you what to do, to guide you. You have it all inside you. Do not look to others and idols and other things, money, people, places, and things for that to feel good or for that guidance. It's all inside you. With that disconnect, that reason you're up and down, you're happy and you're not happy is because because it's conditional. It's conditioned on people, places, and things. You're looking for the outside for the answers. You're looking for the outside for the happy. You want to get happy from the outside. You're looking for the outside for the joy. It's all in you. It's that inner voice. It's that I am. It's that being within. You've got to know it and believe it. Because if you go into it with saying, prove it to me, then you'll never get there. You can't believe what you don't believe. Yeah. You can't have belief where there's disbelief. You can't have belief where there's doubt, right? Or fear. You can't have abundance where there's lack. You've got to carry that with you. You've got to be it. We've always talked about this, right? It's a calm knowing. There's no envy or jealousy because you know you can create whatever you want. And you should applaud others because we're all one, we're all connected. If they're using that energy, that benefits you. So if someone's thriving, feel good about that. Feel good about that they're using their I amness to thrive, because we all can thrive. We all are thriving. We just don't allow it. Right? So when another success is your success. That is the key, guys. That unlocks everything. That unlocks abundance like the likes you have never seen. Right? If you can feel good about everybody else's abundance, because knowing that they're plugging in, they're finding that path to who they are, that benefits you. We're all connected. We're all one. It's that oneness, right? So how do you know? How do you know that it's the I am you're talking to? Well, first you got to know it. But if there is some doubt, know that only the loving thoughts are I am. The unloving thoughts are you, that small you. Anything unloving, anything fear-based, doubt-based, anger, frustration, envy, jealousy, that's all the smaller you that's not coming from your I am. I am is only, it talks about invincible thoughts, only talks about creating whatever you want, only talks about loving thoughts. That's how you know. So whenever you have a voice or something telling you that is not loving, anything that's not love is not your inner being. It's not that inner voice. It's not that God within. Become the observer. When you ask a question, ask the question, then become the observer, the listener of your own thoughts, right? And then know that you can even say your own name. Tom, that's what you're thinking. That's your fear base, but I am, which you are, I am doesn't think like that. It thinks fearlessly. It's fearlessness. Fearlessness is not some bravado where you say, I'm fearless, and you try to show it and prove it. You don't have to, fearlessness, you don't have to prove, you don't have to show, you don't have to, it's not a show of strength, and it's not a posing. It's who you are. It's a calmness. It's a knowing. That's fearlessness. Knowing that you can create anything. All that other bogus fearlessness is just that those ego-based things getting in the way. I got to prove, I got to show how strong I am. Right? I'm a strong decision maker. I am strong. I'm powerful. I'm going to show you how decisive I am. Yes, you're fired. Right? That's not a show of strength. That's weakness to its knees. Right? It's a calm knowing that you are it. It's effortless. It's fluid. It's wonderful. Right? God wants you to talk to you. God wants this, and He wants to talk to you, and He wants you to listen. But it's you talking to you, that higher you, that greater you, right? So don't get confused on what real confidence is and real fearlessness is. Fearlessness is the knowing. I'm not talking about fear when you're on the edge of a precipice and you're that's a different kind of, that's a signal that, hey, you could go to the bottom, or that's different. I'm talking about the calm knowing that you can choose. You can choose to be on the edge, or you can choose to back off. You can choose to fall over the edge, or you can choose to back off. That's different. It's a choice, guys, right? This false confidence and this false toughness it doesn't hold because it can be shaken, right? And so fearlessness is this. It's that calm knowing that you can talk to that inner being. That inner being talks with love. It doesn't talk with false confidence. It doesn't talk with anger or frustration or envy or jealousy. It doesn't cut down. It builds up, right? It doesn't criticize. It encourages, right? Right? It doesn't get angry. It loves. That's your inner being. It doesn't talk about lack. It talks about abundance. That's how you know. That's how you know. So guys, and it doesn't talk about trying. You don't try to listen for the voice. It's effortless. It doesn't talk about striving and struggling. It talks about thriving and living to the fullest. That's who you are. That's inside you. It's a choice. Right? All of that is what we created. Those are our creations. But the truth of who you are, the truth is always always is, was, and will ever be. Everything else we've created. Now, I'm not saying, again, hug all your creations, but then choose again. If you've created fear or doubt or frustration, hug it, embrace it, and then choose again, right? That's what we're in this experience for. But just know that your inner being is always going to have those loving thoughts. That's who we are, guys. That's real strength, right? Real strength embraces, doesn't push away, right? Real love encourages, doesn't criticize and demean, right? This is real love. Real love isn't jealous or envious. They're complimentary. They're happy for you. Why? Because they know you are one with it. We are all one. We're all connected. So when you thrive, I thrive, and everybody thrives, right? Because we're all connected. We're all one. It's that separation in this physicality that we feel is us, but that separation is a creation, our creation, right? So listen for it, guys. Try it over 24 hours. Ask a question to that I am, that God within you. Then listen for the answer. Again, it's only, if you're going to go into it, no, that couldn't be it. That couldn't be him or me or that I am. That's just a disbelief. That's a doubting. Call that out. Know that that's not real. Yeah. Try it. Try for that intuition. It's there. It's for yours. It's divine, and it's perfectly holy. Holy meaning whole. It's all of you and all of us. We're all in this together, guys, and we're all love. Okay, that's all I have for now. Until next time, this is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, don't forget to hit the notification bell, like the video and share it. That's how we get our message out. And subscribe to the channel. There's a little caricature of me with a headset. We love subscribers. And with great love, this is Tom with Be Something Wonderful. See you soon.